Hey, what's up? Ryan Kohler here, founder of Applicant Pro, CEO of Refer.io, and today I've got kind of the last part of our new hire activation onboarding power tips series. So if you haven't watched the rest of them, go back and check them out. But today I want to talk about follow-up and follow-through. Very, very overlooked. When it comes to that process. You see, we might track our 90-day fail rate or 30-day fail rate. We might track our turnover or quality of hire in that period of time. And that's all great data to track, but that's not going to show you what to fix. Let me just restate that. Looking at the fail rate or the turnover rate in the first 90 days will just tell you there's a problem and whether that problem is growing or declining. It doesn't actually tell you what to fix. More importantly, it's measuring failure, not success. So how do we go about actually identifying the problem? Well, we're going to have to, number one, do some follow-up, right? At 30 and 60 and 90 days, we probably need to gather some information from our new hires. An eNPS score is a great starting point. Based off of the first 30 days, how likely would you refer somebody to our company? And then why? Right? That's at its bare minimum. We could put together a 3 or 4 question survey. I would still keep it short, but ask them the questions that you want to know. Those questions might be like, hey, how do you feel like you're fitting in here? Do you feel like you have access to the information you need to be successful? Do you feel like you're getting feedback about how good or bad you're doing so that you can learn and grow? And how do you feel your path is towards 90-day success? Those 4 questions, and I just made them up on the fly. ChatGPT could probably make better ones for you and specific to your industry. But 4 questions, I would use the same ones on day 1, day 30, day 60, day 90, even if you want to go beyond that. But definitely at least 3 data points of how do you feel things are going so far. You could also give them one at the beginning, say like a week in if you don't want to do it on day 1. But those data points will start to show you. Ask them the question and then ask a follow-up like why, right? Now, that also will give you some ideas of some people to go back and interview. So surveys are just the starting point. So you send out this kind of survey or scorecard. Then based off of that, you go back and you use that to interview some of these new hires. I would interview the ones giving you crazy high score and the ones giving you crazy low scores. Get on Zoom, say, hey, I saw that you filled this out. Hey, I'd like to learn more about why you feel the way you feel. Our goal is to improve the process, not to give you a raise, not to fire you, nothing like this. This is between HR and the employee, potentially even not even the manager, because you just want to know how to improve it. What could we give you? What type of access, what type of content, what type of answers could we give you that would make it easier for you to progress along here? What stuff do you feel you're missing? What stuff do you feel you don't understand? Where are you lost? All of that information gives you the feedback you need to go back in and tweak your process, right? Go back in and tweak your content. Come up with a new set of FAQs, a new set of content to go in this process so that you continue to improve it over time. But the idea that we're just tracking fail rates, the idea that we're not actually looking at success rates, the idea that we're not gathering feedback from the consumer of the knowledge. Now, clearly we should ask questions of our managers at 30, 60, 90. How is this person doing? And that's a totally separate set of 4 or 5 questions to gather information about how are they fitting in? How are they progressing on their knowledge? How are they progressing on the context of the company? How are they progressing at doing the specific tasks you give them to do? How are they, whatever those 4 or 5 questions are, you can ask the managers at the same time. It's just that feedback gives you something different, right? Now, you could also, again, interview the managers and say, hey, you gave me feedback on these 5 people. Let's talk through what could we have told them, or what do you wish they knew that would cause them to do better? What is it that the great ones know that those who are not great don't? What is the difference? And so you're gathering this knowledge from the manager, you're gathering this knowledge from the employees, and at that point, once again, we analyze it either manually or with ChatGPT. We go back and create new content based off of it. We adjust our content of our negative 14 to 90 days, and suddenly we level everybody up. And that really is the goal of follow up and follow through, is to ensure that we are constantly iterating and improving this process so they get better and better and better. So this, man, brings the end our onboarding series. So much killer content in here, and most likely you have a ton of questions. I'd love to answer them. Shoot me an email, throw a comment, make sure you like and subscribe. Now, if you run into this and you say, hey, I wish that somebody would sit down and give me much more detailed how to, show me how to do it. Watch for more videos coming out. We'll actually show you our talentaitools.com platform. We'll show you the tools that we have to help you create all this content. We'll also be showing you our Refer.io platform, showing you some of our employee newsletter, our talent newsletter, our drip email sequences that are coming out. Super, super cool platforms coming out and technology that will help you once you believe in the strategy and approach I'm teaching, and now you want to go about creating the content and implementing it. That's what we're all about here at Refer. So thanks so much for watching. Again, subscribe, like, comment, share it with a friend. Otherwise, we'll talk to you again soon.